A bankruptcy discharge feels like a door slamming shut for creditors, but the discharge doesn't eliminate everything, and knowing what survives and what doesn't tells you where to focus your post-discharge collection strategy. Here's what creditors can still do after a bankruptcy discharge. Liens survive discharge. This is the most important principle. A discharge eliminates the debtor's personal liability for a debt, but it does not automatically eliminate a valid lien on property. If you recorded a judgment lien on the debtor's real estate before the bankruptcy, or if you held a mortgage or security interest, that lien typically survives the discharge and can be enforced against the property. After the discharge, you can't send collection letters, make collection calls, or file collection lawsuits based on the personal obligation that's enjoined by the discharge order. But you can foreclose on your lien, take the collateral through replevin or repossession, or proceed with any other in rem action against the property, non-dischargeable debts. If your specific debt was accepted from discharge, through a successful Section 523 adversary proceeding, or because it falls into a per se non-dischargeable category like domestic support, student loans, or certain tax debts, you retain full collection rights after the discharge. The debt is as collectible as it was before bankruptcy, and skip tracing to locate the debtor for service of process, garnishment, and levy is fully appropriate. Skip tracing in the post-discharge context. Even when a debt is discharged, there are legitimate post-discharge investigative needs. If you hold a surviving lien, locating the debtor's current address may be needed to give notice of foreclosure proceedings. If you're pursuing a non-dischargeable debt, skip tracing to locate the debtor's current address and employer is directly applicable. If the debtor received a discharge through fraud and you're pursuing a revocation of discharge under Section 727D, investigating the fraud requires locating the debtor and their assets. Discharge revocation under Section 727D, a discharge can be revoked within 1 year if it was obtained through fraud. If you discover post-discharge evidence that the debtor concealed assets, lied in their schedules, or committed other fraud, a revocation action may be available. People Locator. Skip tracing provides post-discharge investigative services for creditors with surviving liens and non-dischargeable claims. Visit peoplelocatorskiptracing.com to place your order.